You have a special kind of discipline that makes people look at you with a bit of fear. Today, you will find out how to reach that level of power. Have you ever seen a person who never fails at their goals? This is a person who wakes up at the same time every single day. They do the same work every day and they never stop. Most people give up by the third week, but these people keep going. When everyone else makes excuses, these people are always there. Do you know what people say about them? They say that person is not normal. In ancient times, masters used a system that created this scary kind of consistency. They called it the constant flow. It is a practice that keeps itself alive once you start it. Once you understand how it works, you will never break a goal again. But there is a catch to this system. It is not for everyone, because you have to change a part of yourself you didn't know existed. Before I show you how it works, please subscribe to the channel and like this video. Comment below about the one habit you want to start the most in your life. This helps me know that you are truly ready to make a change. This story is about a computer programmer named Raphael. He was a very smart man with a successful career, but Raphael had a big problem. He could not keep any habit for more than 2 weeks. He would go to the gym for 2 months and then just stop. He would try to practice silence for 1 week and then quit. He would buy a new book, read 3 pages, and then forget it in a drawer. The pattern was always exactly the same for him. On Monday, he felt fully excited and ready. By Wednesday, he started having mental arguments with himself. On Friday, he surrendered completely and gave up. On Sunday, he made new promises for the next week. Raphael tried everything like apps and friends to help him stay on track. Nothing worked because he was fighting something he could not see. He did not know why some masters could practice for 800 years without missing a day. It was not just about willpower. It was something much more serious and powerful. In ancient training halls, there is a simple rule that changes everything. It is the rule of practicing without any gaps or breaks. This means that since the year 1200, a bell has rung at 3:30 a.m. every morning. Since the year 1200, the students have woken up at that exact time. It is never 3:25, and it is never 3:35. It is exactly 3:30 a.m. No student stays in bed thinking about whether they should get up today. That question does not even exist in their minds. They understand that the brain puts promises into 2 categories. One category is for things that can be changed. The other category is for things that cannot be changed. If a plan can be changed, your mind will start an argument with you. If a commitment cannot be changed, the action just happens. When a master joins the group, he is not just making a promise. He is changing who he is as a person. He does not promise to try. He declares that he is a person who does this. The whole community watches him make this change. Scientists say that when you tell your goal to others, your brain treats failure as a danger. Our ancestors needed to stay in the group to survive, so failing the group was scary. Your brain still works this same way today. Raphael stopped making private promises to himself. He wrote on paper, "I am a person who practices silence for 20 minutes at 5 a.m. for 90 days. He signed his name to the paper. He posted it on social media for everyone to see. His girlfriend thought he was being too dramatic. His friends said he was trying too hard. But something deep inside him changed. The thought of telling everyone he failed was too painful to handle. Making it public made quitting hurt more than keeping the promise. But the real war was just beginning for Raphael. Despite the social pressure, he had to fight a war every single day. His body did not care about his reputation or what people thought. When he was tired, his body just wanted to stay asleep. Telling people stopped the talking in his head, but his body still struggled. Then he learned the second rule: no negotiating during work hours. Every day, people waste energy asking, when should I do this? They ask if they should do it now or after breakfast. This choice uses up the energy your brain needs to do the work. You are wasting your fuel deciding when to drive instead of just driving the car. Raphael chose 5 a.m. because the rest of the world was asleep. There were no messages, no emails, and no distractions. The first week was very hard and felt like a struggle. Your body is a machine that likes old patterns and hates new ones. By the second week, something changed for him. He started waking up to minutes before his alarm went off. On the 14th day, his feet hit the floor before he was even fully awake. There was no thinking and no deciding. There was only action. Most people do not understand that time is a rule, not a choice. When the schedule is fixed, your brain cannot argue with a solid wall. But Raphael found a new problem to deal with. His time was fixed, but he kept changing what he did during that time. Some mornings he sat in silence, and other days he did push-ups. His brain found a new way to argue with him. Instead of arguing about when, it started arguing about what. The ancient masters say you must do the exact same thing every day. You must do it until your mind completely gives up the fight. Variety makes things interesting, but variety is where consistency dies. Every small change you make is a new decision your brain has to handle. Every decision is a crack where old bad habits can crawl back in. Raphael stopped changing his routine and fixed everything. He did 20 push-ups, 10 minutes of silence, and 10 minutes of reading. He used the same order and the same timer every day. His friends called him a robot, and his girlfriend said he was boring. They did not know that being boring was the actual goal. In the third week, his mind wanted something new and different. But by the fourth week, the voice of the argument went quiet. By the sixth week, he was doing his push-ups without even thinking about it. His body learned the routine like a dancer learns a song. Scientists say if you do the same thing for 66 days, your brain takes over. A part of the brain called the basal ganglia makes the habit automatic. You are no longer deciding to do it. You are just doing it. On day 35, Raphael got the flu and felt sick. On day 40, he had to travel for his job. This is where most people give up and quit their goals. They think they need perfect days to keep their habits. But perfect days do not exist in the real world. The masters say the practice must continue without any gaps. If you leave a gap, your old, lazy self will come back through the door. Think of a river that never stops flowing to the sea. In a dry summer, the water is low, but the river still moves. The moment it stops moving, it is no longer a river. Your discipline is the same way. On his travel day, Raphael was at the airport at 4 a.m. He did his push-ups in the airport bathroom while people watched. They thought he was crazy, but he didn't care. He meditated in the car and read his book on the airplane. It was not perfect, but the flow of the river never stopped. This is the secret of the constant flow. Normal people get normal results because they stop when it's hard. When people call you obsessed, it means you are on the right path. But you must prepare for the problems you cannot see yet. A child gets sick, or a car breaks down on the way to the gym. These things stop people because they have to make a choice while stressed. In a moment of chaos, you will always pick the easy way out. Ancient training halls stay open during wars and storms. They do not make choices when things go wrong. They have the answers ready. If the room is flooded, they move to the hallway immediately. There is no meeting and no talking. The response is automatic. Raphael wrote down every problem that could possibly happen. He made a plan for every single one of them in advance. If it rains, he works out in the garage. If he has guests, he uses the bathroom to finish his work. If he is sick, he does at least one push-up and 1 minute of silence. By day 70, his practice was like a machine that could not be stopped. He didn't even have to think about what to do next. The answers were already written down, so his brain didn't have to work. By day 90, Raphael was a completely different person. His friends said his discipline was scary to look at. His answer was simply, good. When your discipline makes others uncomfortable, you are winning. You are proving that impossible things are actually just uncomfortable. Consistency is not just about doing something every day. It is about becoming a person who cannot do it any other way. You stop trying to be disciplined and you just are disciplined. People will look at you and wonder how you do it. The answer is that you don't do it. It is just who you are. This system is about the old, lazy you dying and a new you being born. It will make you a different kind of human being. Some will see you and say it is not normal. When you hear those words, you will know you have finally arrived.